So this is actually a bit of a celebration video, believe it or not. Not only is this my 150th video on this channel, excluding the ones I deleted, but there are also only 100 days left until Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is released to the world, and the journey so far has been outstanding. Everyone's back, we got new fighters like Inkling, Ridley, Simon, K-Rool, Echo fighters like Daisy, Richter, Dark Samus, Chrom, and the hype has been incredible, with almost everyone falling in love with this game before it's even come out, and of course, everyone trying to guess who's going to be announced next. I mean, sure, you got the whole discussion with, really, some fucking chairs? God, Smash fans are desperate. But it's been great riding the hype train with everyone while they try to dissect every bit of information they can. I myself will be focusing on this hidden game mode in today's video, as certain Smash fans are getting their hopes up for a new story mode, and who can blame them? There's a lot of evidence to suggest that we're at least getting some boss battle modes in the game, but whether this is a part of story mode or just a part of classic is still unknown. It could even just be a boss rush mode. You never know, but for me at least, a new adventure mode would be an incredible addition to the game, especially because of my fondness towards the Subspace Emissary. Call it blind nostalgia or whatever you want, but back in the day the adventure mode Brawl brought us was dope as hell, and although Sakurai has gone on to note his issues with making another cutscene based story mode, I've still kinda got my hopes up for some sort of adventure mode, despite my expectations being much lower before I watched the latest direct. I know this is supposed to be some sort of spirit mode, which I predict would involve saving certain fighters' souls in maybe some sort of unlockable fashion, but just a glimmer of hope has now been created for a second Subspace Emissary story mode. It most likely wouldn't have cutscenes, but I'll take what I can get, especially since I imagine all the CGI profits went on the character reveals just like in Smash 4. Probably something like Melee's adventure mode if it was an adventure mode at all, but I can't help but reminisce about Brawl's Subspace Emissary when talking about this. Seeing all your favourite Nintendo characters interact with each other and save the day, it was my favourite mode in Brawl, and I must have completed it at least 10 or so times. Yeah, I loved it that much, and this was before I even got properly into Nintendo. I only played Pokemon and a bit of Mario prior to Brawl, and as soon as I was introduced to all these different characters, I started getting into different Nintendo franchises, like Kirby and Earthbound for example, due to Kirby and Lucas being my mains back in the Brawl days, and possibly because of their roles in the Subspace Emissary storyline. I mean, I went over this a bit during my, wow damn, first ever video I made on YouTube, celebrating that 150 vids baby, but I absolutely adored the cutscenes in the Subspace Emissary. Watching Ridley just slam Samus against a wall only for Pikachu to come along and fry him to bits, witnessing Rob trying to save his own race only for them to turn against him and set him on fire, experiencing the sight of Kirby destroying a huge ass gunship with Bowser and Gandalf on it, only for him to look around going, shit, did I really just do that? I loved every bit of it. I mean sure, the game mode in itself was far from perfect, especially with the questionable gameplay and the great maze of pain and suffering, but the story presented gave me goosebumps as a kid, and I still remember how I reacted to watching certain scenes. And keep in mind that I didn't even know who most of these characters were at the time, but that didn't stop me from smiling when all the characters were seen together in the same place, or worrying when they were all turned into a statue by Taboo, only for me to feel reassured seeing Ness, Luigi and Dedede come to save the day. It was a nice touch for them to focus on these three underappreciated characters in particular, and also Kirby, because apparently he hadn't done enough epic shit in the story according to Sakurai, but damn, it was a nice surprise to see these three again, especially since I had forgotten about them when everyone had entered Subspace. Also Wario, I forgot about Wario too. So you can probably imagine what having another Subspace Emissary would mean to me, and I'm sure many of you feel the same way. Whether it's seeing some badass cutscenes with new characters being introduced to the story, or just a few of them kicking back and drinking some tea. Either way, there was something very special about seeing the blend of different Nintendo characters interact with each other, and I would be head over heels to see this sort of thing return. Like, don't get me wrong, Smash Ultimate is looking amazing so far, and asking for another Subspace is incredibly selfish. But if, and I do mean if, a mode like this really is coming to Smash Ultimate, this would be by far the best reveal for the game yet to me. I didn't really like Melee's adventure mode, but having an adventure mode like that in Smash Ultimate would be cool too. And it definitely seems like the more realistic outcome, either that or some sort of boss rush mode at the very least, like I said earlier. But either way, I'm incredibly hyped, and even if there's no adventure mode at all, I'm extremely thankful for the amount of work Sakurai and his team has put into this game. There's looking to be so much damn content, I'm struggling to wrap my head around how all this could possibly fit on a Switch. 100 days, everyone. 100 days. December 7th. I'm looking forward to meeting you, my friend. Oh, one last thing, and I know this is as unoriginal as all of the Fire Emblem cast, but be sure to check out some of my other videos and subscribe to my channel. I do a lot, and damn, I do mean a lot of Smash videos. And tell me down in the comments below what having a new Subspace Emissary story mode would mean to you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go sit down and stare at a wall until the next Smash Direct arrives. Bye bye.